Charles, we thank you for this time together, and we thank you for serving a great state like Georgia and its people. We pray that all that we do with you for, we honor you, and we thank you this gorgeous day that you've given to us that we might serve. Now bless our time together, in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Chairman. Okay. First order of business, we will take up House Bill 666. Chairman Caldwell, your committee had a hearing on that bill. We will.
Committee held a hearing on this bill last week and voted it out with a due pass recommendation.
All right. We have a recommendation from Chairman Caldwell. This bill was voted out of his subcommittee with a due pass recommendation. We have a second? Second. In discussion. Any questions? Do we have a change to this?
Yes.
Author of the bill, Representative Wilkerson.
Well,
I'm fine.
We're fine with the amendment.
He had an amendment. We will proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Am I on? The one amendment that we made, and I thank the subcommittee for the work and the input they gave at legislative council, was that we took out the word parallel to the ground. On lines 15, the original bill had parallel to the ground. So basically what we're trying to do is just make sure that law enforcement can read your tags from left to right. Other than that, it's the same bill that passed out of subcommittee.
All right. Motion on the amendment? Second? All in favor? All right. Now the motion on the bill is amended. Moved. Second. All in favor? Aye. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, please.
Well, we'll now hear House Bill 671, 698, is that it? 671, 698, and 695 in that order. These bills were heard in Chairman Barr's subcommittee. Chairman Barr, do you have a recommendation from your hearings?
Yes, sir. We did hear.
What number are you?
Yes, sir. And it was unanimous that they moved to full committee, and so we put those for you, sir.
As a motion.
Yes, it's a due pass.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Motion do pass. We'll have a second. Well,
You don't want enough time to present the bill before we get a motion.
Okay, yes. Okay. Who do we have?
So, six-
Pardon my mistake. Representative Donahue, do you want to make some comments on your bill?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I can step over here. Thank you, and I'm sorry, thank you. Appreciate the committee and the time, each person here. I'm a beekeeper, and with that being said, we wanted to do a couple of things. Each one of you has a little jar of honey. Wednesday, you'll have a bigger jar of honey. What we're trying to do is let people understand how the honeybee affects the great state of Georgia. If you're in agriculture, if you're a farmer, you understand the pollination of what a honeybee does. We're losing actually a little bit of our honey beekeepers and our bees every year, and we can't continuously do that. With this is a tag that we are submitting. It says Save the Honeybee. With that, we already have everything that we are needed to bring forward. We've met all the goals there. One of the things that it will fund is this fund generated from selling the plates, the tag, will be used to increase public awareness of the importance of conservation of the honeybee and beekeepers throughout education, research, and outreach. We have beekeepers in prison. With that, that's something like we have woodworkers, automobile mechanics. That gives them a project. And once you become a beekeeper, what happens is you realize, just like a farmer or anything else, that everything on a Big Mac is pretty much pollinated and is on that Big Mac because of bees, except the bread, and there's parts of that. I have two ladies here. I want to first just explain to everybody in committee. The tag we're going for is the special tag, $35 tag. 13 goes to the general fund, 22 to the sponsor. With that being said, I appreciate the consideration of passing this bill through, but I have two hard-working young ladies back here that wants just a minute, if you allow that, for them just to speak on their beekeepers. And they've traveled the whole state to let you know that each one of you are gonna have honey on your desk Wednesday, and it's gonna be mostly from your counties. And some of you that don't have beekeepers in your counties, we need to grow to have beekeepers in your county. Georgia's the third largest, 10th largest in the nation, so, of honey producers. But I'm gonna allow these two young ladies, if that's okay with the chairman, just to have a minute to speak.
At the risk of negatively impacting the vote, Chairman Donahue, we'll allow them a 1 minute comment.
Yes, sir. And these two right here worked so hard, I appreciate that opportunity. Ms. Gale?
Thank you, Chairman.
Would you please identify yourself?
Yes, I'm Gail Dean. I'm the legislative co-chair of the Georgia Beekeepers Association, and I'm a beekeeper. I'm really passionate about keeping bees. Gina Galucci is with me. She's the vice president. The Georgia Beekeepers Association has been in the state for 100 years in 2020. So we've been around for a while. Our membership includes little beekeepers and huge commercial beekeepers throughout the state. As Representative Donovan mentioned, we're the 10th largest honey producer in the nation, and we're the 3rd largest producer of bees for other beekeepers. As you may have heard, we lose about 25% of our bees every year. The state insect is vital to agriculture, pollinating our crops and supporting our ecosystem. People don't know that a third of the food supply is dependent on honeybees. So with that, I'd like to thank you and go to the solution.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your time. My name is Gina Galucci. I'm the Vice President of the Georgia Beekeepers Association, and I'm not going to repeat what's already been said, but I will tell you that this play is incredibly important to us. We need the financing to continue these ongoing education programs. In addition to what you've heard, we've got bees and beekeeping going on in state parks, city parks, community gardens, and the prison program, and we'd like to expand that. Beekeeping is an art and a science, and the science is evolving. So we need to continue the training and the ongoing education. This is 100% volunteer effort. Everything that we do is done by non-paid lobbyists, by people just donating their time. So we really need this plate to happen so that we can generate income. Our marketing plan is written. We already have lists of people ready to buy the plate. So we're ready to go. We appreciate all your help.
Thank you. You have a motion.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Congratulations, Mr. Donahue.
Thank you.
Good job.
I won't see him, do you? All right, we'll proceed with House Bill 695, and the chair will defer to Andres that will make a comment or two on this bill. Before he does, we honor to have a former colleague of this House that's now Director of the Georgia Forestry Commission, Mr. Chuck Williams. Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate you being here, and we'll miss you in the chamber. Make sure Andres doesn't misstep, okay?
I look to him for advice every day. So, Mr. Chairman, thank you, and members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to speak today. We would ask for your favorable support of this plate. This legislation will create a plate for forestry in Georgia. Georgia is the #1 forestry state in the nation by far. 144,000 jobs, $35,000 impact, 450,000 forest landowners in this state. There's not a county that's not impacted by our work in multiple different ways. The challenge that we have today is that 111 years ago, when the Forestry Association was started, 75% of our state was rural. Today, about 80% of it, the population, is urban. And that creates a disconnect oftentimes between the natural resources that we all depend on, from the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the forest products that we consume. There's a bag of them right here in front of you, a paper bag, with the daily life of the average Georgian. So this plate will help fund our environmental education initiatives to make sure we're connecting 10 million Georgians with 22 million acres of working forest in this state. So once again, thank you very much.
Thank you. You want to share a visual of your
Yes, sir,
plate?
absolutely. This is what it looks like. This plate was designed by Brian Steely of Jackson Spalding Communications. They're a major communications firm here in Atlanta. They do the COWS campaign particularly, and all the information in your Delta app on your phone comes from them. They're one of the mainline top shelf communication firms. And this particular logo, it's a new logo, but also for our foundation. But also more importantly, they tested it with millennials. We all know that millennials make up about 60% of the workforce today. Very important for us to have a reach into them because they not only vote in voting booths, but they also vote with their dollars. And when they hopefully choose paper over plastic or lumber over steel and concrete, we can have a stronger forest economy in the state of Georgia and support those 144,000 jobs across our state that depend on a strong forest products industry.
Thank you, Andre.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll entertain a motion.
Move to pass.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Congratulations. Representative Hilton.
Yes, sir.
All right.
As I said in subcommittee, I'm here to serve you up an ace of a bill in the Georgia Tennis Foundation license plate.
We love it. Love.
You know about tennis, though.
Oh, love.
Love it.
It's an ace of a bill.
I love tennis. Seriously, this bill benefits the Georgia Tennis Foundation, which their mission and goal is to encourage youth sports in communities, and that's where some of the resources would go there. As you know, Atlanta and Georgia proper is one of the largest tennis populations here, and so I think it'd be a popular plate. I don't have a handout copy for you, but you can see a pretty kind of colored copy here, if you can see right there as to what the plate would look like. So.
All right. We have to do pass out of subcommittee. We have a motion. Motion second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Congratulations. We have a subcommittee assignment.
Yes, I'm
Get a
fixing
bigger
to.
picture.
Let me just
All right.
very briefly.
Announce that.
Okay. There will be a DMVS subcommittee meeting will be on Thursday. We don't have a time yet, but it'll be House Bill 714, Terry Rogers, House Bill 717, Trey Kelly, and House Bill 721, Alan Powell. And that'll be in Representative Caldwell's DMVS subcommittee on Thursday.
Appreciate having Mr. Mitchell with DDS with us today. Always a good partner for our committee. Motion, that concludes our business, correct? Have a motion. We're adjourned.